She was smiling. That same smile I used to wake up to every morning, now shining for someone else. Same curve of her lips, same light in her eyes, but none of it belonged to me anymore. I saw them from across the street, sitting at that little coffee shop we once claimed as ours. Back then, it had held laughter, whispered secrets, and shared dreams. Now it held her and someone who wasn't me. She laughed, head thrown back, eyes bright, and my chest fractured, not in a dramatic, cinematic way, but quietly, like something collapsing under its own weight. I wasn't supposed to be there. I hadn't planned it. I hadn't expected it. But perhaps fate has a cruel sense of timing. I watched the moment too long, foolishly hoping she might glance my way. She didn't. He reached across the table and took her hand. She didn't pull away. And in that instant, I knew we were truly done. Not just drifting, not figuring things out. Done. I turned, my heart sinking as if it carried anchors tied to every beat. Each step grew heavier, each breath more labored. I didn't cry, not yet. There's a numbness that comes first. It doesn't sting, it suffocates. I remember the night she left. She said we were drifting apart, that things felt different, that she didn't recognize us anymore. Maybe she was right. We had stopped dancing in the kitchen, stopped holding hands on drives, stopped saying, I love you, without reason. I blamed work. She blamed timing. Neither of us blamed love. Maybe it had already faded, and we were just too afraid to admit it. So when she packed her things, I let her. I didn't fight. I didn't beg. I just watched, foolishly hoping she'd turn back. She didn't. I stayed in that apartment, the one with creaky floors and too much sunlight. Her scent lingered longer than her presence. I still checked my phone at midnight, hoping for a message that never came. Months passed. I tried moving on, tried dating, tried pretending. But no one was her, and maybe that was the problem. I wasn't meant to replace her. I was meant to outgrow her, but I hadn't, not yet. So when I saw her that day, laughing with someone new, I told myself it was a closure I needed. Seeing her happy would finally break the spell. It didn't. It just rewrote the pain. I disappeared for a while, deleted apps, avoided familiar streets, even changed coffee shops. I needed distance, not just from her, but from the person I'd been when I loved her. Weeks later, it rained. One of those rains that feels personal, as if it doesn't ask permission. It just shows up. I was walking home, soaked, hoodie up, head down, thinking of nothing and everything at once. And then I heard it, my name, soft, shaky, familiar. I looked up. She stood across the street, drenched, hair plastered to her face, eyes locked on mine as if no time had passed. She whispered again, louder this time. My God, it's really you. I didn't move. Couldn't. Wasn't sure if I was dreaming or losing my mind. She stepped closer, tears mixing with rain. I've been looking for you. I wanted to ask why. Why now? Why after all this time? Why after smiling with someone else? But she spoke first. I saw you that day at the coffee shop. I just didn't know what to say. You looked happy. I managed. I said, I wasn't, she admitted, voice breaking. I was pretending. I kept pretending for weeks, but it never felt real. Then why? I asked, because I thought you'd moved on. You let me go so easily. I thought maybe I'd imagined everything we had. Her voice cracked. I loved you. I still do. But I didn't know if you wanted me back. And there it was, the truth, soaked and trembling in the middle of the storm. I didn't say a word, just stood there, heart racing, trying to understand what it all meant. I was wrong, she said, eyes pleading. I walked away thinking I'd find something better. But all I found was how much I missed you. Silence stretched between us. Not the awkward kind, but the kind that carries 1,000 words. Then I spoke. I waited, not because I expected her to come back, but because I didn't know how to let her go. She stepped closer. I don't want you to let go. Not this time. I want us to rewrite the story from the beginning, if you'll let me. And I stared at her. This girl, who once shattered me, now standing in the rain asking for a second chance. Forgiveness doesn't come easily. Trust even harder. But love, Ray, love doesn't vanish. It hides. waiting for the right moment to return. And maybe this was it. Maybe this storm wasn't the end, but the start of something new.